The one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D, live on Team GRF TV, and I'd like to welcome all of you guys back to another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks on. And yo, fighting EX later. Now, normally, I would try to handle this as a newscast, but I can't. So, let me work my magic, just like that, the classroom. So that means I need your asses in seats, I need your eyes on the board. Fighting EX layers our subject today. I've already told you that already. Just to remind you where it is. Excuse me. What are you doing, ma'am? Ass in seat, eye on. You wish to security. Security, lock it down. No one gets out of here till I get done. Nobody. You wish to leave too, sir. I don't tell you what to do, you say. You don't say, I don't tell. Yo, get this clown. Get him. Yes, get him. I don't tell you what to do. The big homie, he has something a little different to say. You wish to sit down now? We shouldn't have to settle things in the classroom with fisticuffs, but people thinking that you gonna leave and think that you're not gonna hear what I got to say? Oh, because I've got plenty to say. So let me remind you once more. Asses in seats, eyes on the board. Fighting EX layer. Okay? That stream came out, everything. Shout out to Joanna holding it down, making sure us English folk can understand what our Japanese brethren have to say about this wonderful video game that's coming out. So, just like Deep Trouble, let me start at the start and just let me take it away, alright? Remember, board. Fighting layer will be out in the month of the base god. That is me, the one and the only triple the G.O.D. That is June, just in case you forgot. And just in case you forgot, day of the base god is June the 27th. Be sure to bring me all of your money, sacrifice your virgins, bring me all of your hentai, bring me all of your futas, bring everything to me on day of the base god to give worship to the greats. Regardless, just to make sure that you circle that on your calendar. Here's what we know. When the game releases, the game will release in two versions. There's going to be a $60 version, which is going to come with all 12 characters that they will ultimately announce, and we'll get into the characters they announced in the stream today, plus a variant of Shirase, which is Hokuto, which I thought they were always going to do, but she's supposed to be a DLC character, and again, more on that, and it's supposed to be all the 15 Gougi decks they have available. Now, for all you cheapskates out there, for all you people saying, we don't have a choice, Arika, again, continuously at a loss to them, is offering you a light version for $40, $39.99. Flip a penny, kick a penny, right? Which is supposed to be all 12 characters and 5 Gougi decks, no Hokuto, right? Alright. You know I did that dumb thing I do, right? I read what you thought. And, like, some of it is head-scratching. It's like, most people are like, and I know these people who say these things don't really understand, like, why this exists in the first place. Please remember, Internet, this is a passion project done with all the love and fervor, because fans like me, fans like y'all made noise when we saw that April Fool's trailer was like, oh, yo, do something with this. And they did. They making this game on a shoestring budget, doing everything they can. So they gotta sit up here and they gotta recoup losses. So yeah, it may seem a little weird to you that yeah, they're charging you $60 for a 12 person fighter. But given the work that's being put in and how much you put in, they gotta recoup the losses somehow. People sitting up here talking about put it on PS Plus for free. Have you lost your mind? Now, that same person brought up the whole Rocket League defense about how important it was to get the game in front of people, and it did that. That instance is like Vampire Savior. Lightning in a bottle, randomly. Because, let's take a hit for a second, right? I think I remember a couple of games that people sat up here like, yo, let's give it away on PS Plus. The game did zero numbers. Zero numbers. Not everything can be a worldwide psycho phenomenon like Rocket League. Rocket League is some next level and as for a person who's never played the game but watched a whole bunch of Giant Bomb playing it, I understand why that game has the fervor around it that it does, because it looks like a fun, grand old ass time. Fighting EX Layer can't be that. And I'm not saying that it can, but because of the genre that it's in, how diluted the genre has become, how insane in the minds people have become when it comes to cost-price ratio and all of that, it's hard for a game made with this kind of budget, this type of fighting game, in the genre that is in, to sit up here and make the magical fucking assumption that we could just give away the game and just hope people care enough about it to buy it. Fighting EX Layer's job is to make its money back. It's been said repeatedly in interviews by Nishitani Miharu-san, they making this game out of love. They did this because we made noise. So then it becomes up to us to sit up here and stand behind what it is you say. And that's supporting the game in its various forms. And we'll get to that a little bit later. The thing is that when I read things like that, I feel bad. And I shouldn't. Because I feel bad for the one reason you think a person like me wouldn't is because you would have thought y'all to learn your damn lesson by now. But human beings continue to surprise me to think that you sit up here in the way people talk about this like somebody owe your ass something. And don't nobody owe you shit. It's a video game. You either choose to buy it at the price is released at or it's not. Anything other than selling this game at $60 for everything and $39.99 to give you a choice about whether or what you want to do, that's Arika listening. They gave you a $40 version, so if you don't want to pay the full $60, here's something for $40. But they can't give away the game for $30, $20. That's not a thing that can happen. They doing this all on them. People want to bring up the KI defense. That's something completely different, because you want to know why? That game was completely supported and pushed by its company that owned it. Again, a company called Microsoft that owns a system called an Xbox. You might have played one of those. Apples and oranges, children. Apples and oranges in that instance. So please don't bring it up again. Let me remind you, and let me say this again. This is a project done of passion, of love, and respect for everybody who loves Street Fighter EX and Fighting Layer and everything that Arika has done to forward the fighting game in the instance that they've done it. So when you get on the internet and sit up here and say $60 is too much, you can take a look at the math and understand that the math is going to be what it's going to be no matter what the hell it's going to be. So if the rest of y'all on the internet can take a look past the $60 frame of what it is and understand why, before just jumping to computer like, oh, it's $60, without understanding the full scope of why. Now, if Sony was money hatting the whole joint and it was some mystical, magical thing, even if your argument was completely moot on bullshit, I could kind of understand where you're coming from. This is a company with probably maybe 20, 30 people tops, and maybe a third of those people are working on this video game, and they're doing it with all the love and fervor and everything that goes with it, and all you can do is complain because you disagree with the price point. Well, congratulations. You go disagree with the price point, I will gladly give them my $60. You know what else I'm going to do to give them my money? Is they're selling costume colors. Now, see, this is an instance of where, yeah, if you guys heard me previously on some other newscasts, you may have heard my story about Street Fighter and stuff. Yeah, this is not a Street Fighter 4 thing. This is an I Love Arika thing. So if y'all want to sit up here and put birthday hats on Skullomania, I'd buy it at this juncture, because I want to show you that I appreciate that you heard my screaming, roaring voice to appreciate that I want this video game. So if what you want to do is You want to sit up here and you want to get on some tech and shit, and you want to give Kyrie a gun. I'll buy it if that's what you want, because I would enjoy and appreciate y'all continue to make video games that I enjoy. So in that, some actual news. There's going to be some colors, like there's going to be the Type Gold, which are going to be colors 3 and 4, which will be sold individually for each character. And the way that they describe it is, you would only buy this color like for your main character. Like, so in an instance of me, I would probably, in a normal non-fanboy instance, buy it for Blair because Blair is best. And yeah, we talked about Blair, but more on that later. There are also the Type A colors, and you can buy all those, and that's just a one-time purchase. Once you buy those, you get all of the colors related to that color pack for every single character that comes out for this game. Past, present, and future. Past, present, and future. Also, for those who sit up here and buy the light version and you decide you want to upgrade, get your pimping up, Hokuto will be sold later as DLC. Also in that mix, the other 10 Gogis you don't get as part of the light version will be sold in a package. They said that they would sell them individually if you had one you liked, but because adding stuff on PSN is super crazy, it's like, yo, we'll just give you a pack to keep the headache down on you and on us, because it just makes our job easier. On the flip side, a couple of things. Arika hears you, knows you want a Steam version of the game, but let them release the PS4 version first. I understand the things that will happen as soon as you get a hold of a Blair Dane model. So internet, calm the hell down, right? Calm down and relax. That you gonna get what you want, but the PS4 version gotta do numbers. So if you want a Steam version, you need to come out, show love for this PS4 version. Show that there's some fervor for it. That's all you gotta do. Show us some fervor for it. That's why purchasing this game is so important. It's why I went on the thing that I went on about it, because I get it. And as someone who understands and who have had this argument 50 million times, I understand we live in the year 2018. And a lot of y'all are some self-entitled son bitches. Y'all want things exactly the way that y'all want things. But remember when I talked about Blade Blue Cross Tag Battle a couple weeks ago, and Maury was sitting up here talking about, if we listen to the fans, we go bankrupt. This is an instance of that. Because if Arika listened to what some of you idiots gotta say, they be giving the game away for free. They come to your house and clean it, and then see if give you a brand new car like their name is Oprah, and then they wouldn't have any money, and they wouldn't be able to make a damn game now, would they? So, no, completely not. Stop being so self-entitled and so self-fucking absorbed. I'd appreciate that. I just need to just get that off of my chest. Just get that off of my chest. What are you doing? Thank you. Please sit down. I love you, but please sit down right now. You're distracting me. Okay, where was I? Distracting dog, self-absorbed motherfuckers. Oh, I remember. In that strange string, we've been sitting up here hinting at it for a while, is that we've announced some date. It's been new characters and one new character, and we'll get to that character in a moment. But we've got our first official look at Blair and that boy Cracker Jack, now known as Jack, because, a candy company will sue you now. So there's that. In other news, also written on their Facebook after that, they said that they're going to be recording some lines. So I guess Dr. in Dark can't say he's going to kill the 45th president of the United States of America. Even though a lot of people would like to kill the 45th president of the United States of America, I am not one of those people. Trump is my nigga, but if that's y'all, whatever. But they gonna change that line, so calm down. So it can't be Kill Trump Explosive anymore. They'll name it something else, so calm down. Bring it down a tad. Also, in other news, because I have to bring up a different internet tab for this, what is this? Okay, that's other stuff. Let me scroll up. I gotta scroll up. I thought I was prepared, but I'm thinking that I'm prepared for something. You're dead wrong. You're dead wrong. I was not prepared for this. Okay. I am pretty sad that the picture they ended up posting on their Facebook page was not the one that was in the stream, where random was spelled with an A. And I thought that was random. I don't know. That means things to me. Like, random, I don't know. It means things to me. But regardless, the reason why I am on their Facebook page right now is because we're going to go through their stories again because they've updated their story somewhat from when all this information initially came out, when they only had information about Kairi, about Hokuto before she became Shirase, and of who was that character? That would be, hold on, where's my head? You coughing and you distracted me.
Sorry.
It ain't your fault. I understand you don't feel good. I understand that. I understand you don't feel good. And I'm glad you've come in here to join me, even though you don't have any idea what the fuck I'm talking about. In any way.
Blast Blue Cross thingy?
No.
No?
Nah, I wouldn't talk about Blaze Blue this long. I would. This is about Fighting EX Lair, actually. That game that I played a couple months ago. The one with the beta, yeah. Yeah, they had a live stream last night. Yeah, and the character I was thinking about while you thanked me install as I was complaining about you coughing was Garda. So I have their Facebook page pulled up right here, and I'm gonna do a little coughing because I need to get my reading voice on as we go through this information.
Is that the guy with the mask?
Yeah, with the mask and the green flames and all that other crazy stuff, swords out of nowhere, crazy things like that. Yeah, all of that. Okay, so, you went back to sleep. I thought you was doing something. Where are you? And okay, you knocked out too. Okay, responsible parent, me. Go me. It's my birthday. All right. Did you need me to pull it up on a big screen for you or something? Do you want me to do that for you real quick? You sure? Because I can do that if you want me to. I wasn't prepared to do that, but I can't.
Okay.
All right, fine. We'll go ahead and get your cough on or whatever. We're just going to do this here. All right. Each of the characters, like I said, have had their backstories updated as per. And this is going to become very important as we get into new characters that are released because of what's happened with the story, because of what they've had to change, because of the exclusion of the Street Fighter characters and how they have to do their own world. And just for the record, let it be said that the Street Fighter EX characters actually exist in an alternate universe that's alternate of this, that's actually alternate of Street Fighter. So there's Street Fighter, and then there's the world of Street Fighter EX within Street Fighter, and then there's this world of Fighting EX Lair. So I just figured I just needed to explain that to everybody because I like to hear myself talk. Well, okay. If you give me 1 second, we better take a break for a second because I gotta do this. I gotta let this window open. It's hot in here. And I ain't talking about Nelly, and I'm not talking about burning down a roof. It's just hot in here right there, and I don't know why, because I think I turned the heat off. I am unsure. Regardless, I'm going to quit stalling. I'm actually going to read. All right. First of all, if we have Kairi's backstory or whatever, is that most of it is the same. Is that the only thing they really talk about is that about Nana saying stuff, and they make the mention of her, and we'll talk about her a little bit later, is that Kairi's actually trying to turn into some dark form himself, according to this. So, future DLC, True Dark Kairi DLC or something, is that, from my understanding, because now they're including Hayate in the story, is that before the story was Hokuto went berserk, killed Hayate, they were supposed to be married, and she loved him or something weird. Now, is that when we read Garda, just to spoil that for you a little bit, is where are my words? Now remember, Hayate kills Garda, seals Garda within himself, but then Kairi going around beating up everybody, has set up her and probably not killed Hayate, but whatever was left of Garda has absorbed him, and now it's the Garda playable in this game, which then changes what it is. Because before, if you remember his old backstory within Street Fighter, is that Garda was in this instance, because that's not technically what this is in this canon, is he's the manifestation of everyone who's ever been murdered by someone who murdered someone with the Sasui no Odo, because you know the whole Street Fighter Akuma Ryu thing. But now it's, what are you doing, dog? What are you doing? Are you trying to get away? Are you trying to get away? What? I love you too. You gonna let my...
Want to be on the live stream.
What you want to be on the live stream for? I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I'm trying to read backstory.
Oh, it's just coming to say hi to me.
Well, fair enough, whatever. You keep over there or something. I can't. Anyway, backstory, blah, 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 is, let's see, what is this backstory? I'm just going to read it because I've tried to explain it enough. Having lost his memory, Kyrie continues to fight while being chased by a powerful and fearsome presence. The powerful energy released from Kyrie's battle broke the seal Hayate placed on Garda and allowed the monster to be born once again. Like Garda, Kyrie is in the process of transforming into a demon. He is Nanase's true older brother and Shirase's half-brother stuff. We already know. So, again, like I said, more likely than not, whatever Kyrie is going to turn into is going to be some weird hidden boss if Arika gets around to doing hidden boss things, which they probably should, because that was one of the fun parts of Street Fighter EX 2. That's just me. Anyway, moving right along, we have Shirase. Now, I'm looking at this real quick, and nothing's changed about what we know, but I'll just read it for you. The true identity of Hokuto after the seal on her bloodline has been removed. Born as a legitimate child to the Mizugami family, she was brought into the main family and renamed Hokuto. Responding to the powerful energy emanating from Kyrie, the bloodline seal on her becomes undone and her true form as an assassin comes forth. With her final bit of strength as Hokuto, she erased Nanase's memory so there will be no obstacles in her mission to destroy Kyrie. Stuff we already knew. This is stuff we already knew, not because given the information that we talked about earlier about the Hokuto and Shirase thing about what they want to do, and I probably think this will probably be the best place to explain that, is what they want to do with Hokuto. Is they want to make her different enough without having to do much work to make her different. Because it's like, if all the differences between Shirase and Hokuto's model is just, some small coat of paint, you know what I'm saying? Because originally, before they had a Shirase model, they had a Hokuto model, and used that for a nice long while. So it is a good way to redivert assets and use them in a way that makes sense. So in that it's like they gonna try to make her a different character. So this is probably just gonna be a difference between Shirase and Hokuto, kind of like Hokuto and Bloody Hokuto in Street Fighter EX. So just think about that, and I just really wonder what they legitimately gonna do to really make the change to diversify them. I don't know what it is they can really do in the time frame they have to really truly diversify the characters. But we've seen characters go from similar characters to something different. The perfect example of this would be Jago and Shadow Jago and Killer Instinct. How Shago, as they call him, used to just be a straight clone of Jago. And then they made him a whole original character. So it's very possible, but that only happens if you support the video game, buy the DLC, and stop bitching and complaining about how much the game costs because you're self-entitled bitches. Anyway, moving on. Garda. Oh, now this is whole new stuff. Like, he got a beginning, like, throwback era. Like, yo, this dude was in Dynasty Warriors. Like, okay, fine. I'll just read it, and then you do the math on that. During the Sengoku era, a warrior on the verge of death was warped by the hellfire around him and his intense desire to continue fighting, and became a demon who feeds off the souls of powerful warriors. The demon was originally sealed by ancestors of the Hayate clan who used the self-sacrificing technique. Although sealed for a long time, he resonated with the Hado of an incredible powerful warrior and was resurrected. That warrior being Akuma, who we ultimately murdered in Street Fighter EX. Just keep up. Hayate sealed the resurrected Garda inside his own body, but eventually was consumed and became an amalgamation of the lingering grudges of powerful spirits. This is more of an amalgamation of what his backstory used to be versus what it is now, except the whole Hayate absorbed him thing because he was murdered by Hokuto in the Street Fighter EX canon. So, it's just an amalgamation of that to try to make up for what isn't there for what is. By absorbing the fierce energy given off Kyrie, Garda was able once again to break the seal and was reborn as a demon who attracts powerful fighters with Gougi and then devours their souls. So that's just more of, we can't say the word Sasui no anymore because it's trademarked by Capcom. So, it's Gougi now. So I just want to just put that out there for you and just let you know what it is. Skullomania. After finding re-employment in a very good position, he is now living his productive life as a salaryman. See, this is a complete alteration of what his story was in Street Fighter EX 2, and we're going to get more into this later with the brand new character that they revealed today. So we're going to talk about that because In Street Fighter EX 1, he was a salary man. In Street Fighter EX 2, all of a sudden you're from some non-Russian government where your brother killed everybody, became the government, uses a fireball, screams death to government, and then kills people, so hey, whatever. But that's a thing that happens. So don't worry about it. It's no big deal. He's a salary man now. He's not a gymnast anymore. He's a salary man. You know, salary man can't be gymnasts or the reverse thereof. That's just what I've heard. However, he is troubled by the fact that he's been changing into Skullomania without any recollection of it happening. This uneasiness has given birth to new powers, and he also has a pet dog named Pochiro, which he's not using as an attack. So this is not some hey Poppy thing, because, you know, if Skullomania had a super move where he called out a dog, that'd be kind of dope. Because, you know, like, calling out animals in a fighting game, that's like nothing new. What? Nakaruru, Rara, Galford, Palm, Fluttershy and My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, the fighting game, before it was, and it was called Fighting is Magic, by the way. Animals in fighting games.
The woman from Tekken bring tigers.
Oh, Kazumi, yeah. I'm like, the less we talk about her, the better. I was trying to forget her on purpose, but thank you for bringing her up anyway. Animals in fighting games.
You don't know about the joke we heard in Sagat?
She literally has a tiger uppercut.
Yeah.
I'm aware. Literally a tiger uppercut, sir. Literally an uppercut with a tiger. And it's okay.
That's why Sagat is not a Street Fighter 5 until now.
So
he was teaching her.
Well, it's kind of hard for an alive person to teach a dead person, but, you know, fighting games, stranger things have happened. But yeah, it's like, oh, wait, Lynn, sir. And then White Lynn from Melty Blood. See, I didn't want to forget that. They actually can drop cats on the ground, and they do ground bosses. It's crazy. Melty Blood is in the same video game. Everybody should play it. But
hey, talking about fighting games.
Yes, sir.
They haven't announced any Bloody Roar.
You really... That's a sore subject for me. You know? Bloody Roar is a sore subject. I was playing that yesterday with my old man. I got the best shinlong in the business, as someone you know. And no, Konami currently owns the rights to the video game, and they haven't done much with it. So the last time they did something with it was Bloody Roar 4, and you should only play the Japanese version if you're going to play a bad version of a bad video game that's okay, really, kind of, sort of, maybe, I don't know.
My favorite Bloody Roar was the GameCube version.
Yeah, that is a whole different subject. I don't think we have enough time within this to talk about the GameCube version of Bloody Roar and which version of it you should play. But we can talk about that. Like, if you want me to rap with you, you know what I'm saying? I can get on the internet and rap with you and let you know about the differences between Bloody Roar Primal Fury and Bloody Roar Extreme. Shout out to my big brother, Deadly Rave Neo, man. Holding that game down by his lonesome. I love you, bro. Moving right along. Don Meister, the undefeated champion of Indorad Pro Wrestling. After the god of Indorad spoke to him in a dream, Darren resigned from his role as Paloon's bodyguard and made his way to Japan. He was utterly defeated by Garda and left on the verge of death, but was protected and saved by Gougi. He is now a man completely determined to face Garda again and beat him, and he's very incredibly hot-blooded. This is nothing new. Nothing has changed at all. I'm like, given what we learned that maybe Paloon Perna may be playable in this game, I don't know. But I just hope he gets the Gamble of the Rune back, because that was like one of the greatest specials in all the fighting games, period. But that's just my personal take on it, so whatever. Alan Schneider truly loves karate, martial arts, and Japanese culture, but something's a bit off. He crossed paths with Garda before, but Garda's energy did not react to Alan, so nothing came of it. After hearing the rumors about Garda, Alan got worked up and decided that I'll be the one to exterminate it. Good job, sir. Thumbs up, soldier. We're just learning about this backstory because Alan Snyder's only backstory was getting his ass whooped by Ken Masters. That's the only thing this character ever did that was important. Get to the finals of a tournament and get your ass whooped by a better martial artist. That is the only thing you have ever contributed to society that isn't the Justice Fist, the triple break, and a throw that takes you to the other side in the corner and gives you free wake up options. You've done nothing else but get your ass whooped by Ken. But it's good to see that, because I'm like, yo, I had fun playing as him in the beta, so I don't have any doubt in my mind that I'm gonna have fun playing as this character when the game come out for real. Because I'm like, triple break, just dumb stuff. Justice Fist, Fire Force, so forth. I can get into that all day. I would like to give 2 seconds right now to give thanks to one of the real base guys, Roundhouse Kick Jesus, aka Chuck Norris, was really good. Roundhouse Kick Jesus one time, just crossed it up here. Moving right along. Dr. and Doc. Dr. and Dark lost his mind to his insatiable desire for strength. Now prisoner of Gougi, he prowls the shadows looking to take the life of powerful warriors. And he's also under the control of Garda. So, take Holger, you know what I'm saying, and do something with the character. Because again, all of his backstory relate to Street Fighter characters. Mainly Gao and Rolento. So you really got to find something to do with this dude. So I guess let him go completely super crazy, drop explosives on people. Oh, but by the way, the super bad guy of the story right now has taken over your mind. Go blow some things up and slap people. Oh, by the way, go kill the 45th president of the United States, scream explosives, scream ex prominence, and sit up here and say, that's Shackle, Doc Trump. It's what it is. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. and Dark, for being here. You are amazing. You have one of the best wake-up options in all of fighting games. Thank you. We appreciate it. Oh, wow. Oh, that skipped too far. See, I'm glad. I'm like, y'all don't even get to see this because I'm going to edit the video differently. We finally got some information on Blair Dame. Ooh, sorry. Got some information on Blair Dame, and I'd like to share that with everyone. Everyone, including the dog who's licking herself right now, but I probably shouldn't have mentioned that my dog is grooming herself right now, but hey, whatever. Okay, anyway.
She don't care.
I know she don't. But I should, but I don't either. I don't blame you. I groom myself, but I'm also too lazy. But that's why human beings have showers, and you have a built-in shower, because according to science, your tongue is a lot cleaner than a human's is, so that's why I don't mind when you decide you want to lick my fingers after I've eaten, that I just ignore it, because I know that you're clean. I love you. Anyway, moving right along. Blair Dame. Blown into an affluent family, Blair fraught with a sense of refinement and grace. However, she began to develop an interest in the disappearance of her former bodyguard, Jack. Hearing that he left for America, she has no choice but to go search for him on her own. Employing the aid of a well-known detective, Blair heads to America. Here's the one thing I don't know. I don't know who this detective is. I have no idea. Nah, because see, that's Street Fighter stuff. The only thing that I could honestly think of, this may be talking about Sharon, possibly. Yeah, Sharon from Street Fighter EX2. Not because the weird things that they're doing with character backstories and stuff, they're giving that Sharon was a nun assassin. You know, you can go nun assassin to detective, I guess, if that's what you want to do. You can do that. The thing is that when it comes to Blair, and I'm like, spoilers, we're going to talk about that boy Cracker the Jack next, is things got weird for Jack's backstory when Blair went to Fight Lair and she was never seen in the story again, even though she was partially mentioned sometime. Because the thing about Blair's backstory in the Street Fighter EX canon, which I don't know if they're going to bring over here, is that Blair is a part of like this social group of women who can whoop your ass. Which is the nice way to say that's what they do. Is that some other notable members of this clique, Palone Perna and Karin Kazuki. So there's that. So they rich girls who can whoop your ass. That's just what it is. That's just what we gonna call it. Don't look at me like that because I said rich girls will be gonna stare at me. You wanna have a staring contest? You wanna have a staring contest? I ain't gonna blink. No. Yeah, you blinked, I win. Ha. I'm better than you at staring. But I love you. But yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. It's good that they sat up here and they finally like wove that stuff back between her and Jack again, because it's like that's what it was. Jack walked around as her bodyguard. Blair could whoop ass by herself, but she had Cracker the Jack running around. Ooh, you really right now? Fine, you are so rude, so rude. So rude. Yeah. I got distracted by dog licking my elbow. What was I saying? What in the hell was I even saying?
About Cracker the Jack?
Thank you, sir. That's why I'm glad you in here, because I'm like, I can't keep up my own mind. Is that, yeah. Cracker Jack was hired as her assassin, even though she can fight herself. I'm like, I saw the trailer within this thing, and I hope they release the trailer a little bit later, and we'll probably dissect through it once they release it or whatever. But I'm like, Blair got some dirt. She sat up here. She has a shoot kick super now. So I'm just like, yes. She also has some dive kick now, some dive kick super move, which I've never seen before. But I didn't see any Realms of the Fairy gift at all, and that's like one of my favorite supers ever. But it'll be interesting to really see like what Blur can do. It's like most of the other stuff that they saw was like classic Blur dance stuff, and I'm like, she is my favorite character, and will be the character that I will be playing as, because it's like, why would I play as anybody else? That just makes no logical sense. Oh no, I don't want to go backwards. I want to go forward. Thank you. Cracker the Jack. Oh, wait, we can't call him that anymore because it's illegal, because some candy company holds the right to the word Cracker Jack or something. I don't know. How were they able to get away with calling him Cracker Jack for years now? All of a sudden, it's not cool. It's kind of like when the new Punch-Out came out, we named him Piston Hondo. Like, I don't really think the car company gonna care that some white boy from America is punching out this dude from Japan. I don't think it's important. That's just me. But just saying. Regardless. Jack's backstory. In order to protect his boss's honor, Jack silently withdrew from the organization, left for America, and is currently hiding on a ranch where to explain the chats and things. After learning that Volcano Rosso, his junior from the organization, was searching for him, Jack began to suspect that they had to put out a hit on him and prepare for the worst. I have been waiting this whole time to get to that sentence, because I have a lot to say about that second sentence. It explains a lot about one thing I never knew or understood about Street Fighter EX3. Why does Cracker Jack and Volcano Rosso have a tag team assist special or whatever? It's called a meteor attack combo. I'm just being stupid. It's called a meteor attack combo. Don't get on the internet to comment. Look, regardless, there was really no explanation with any backstory, because the only thing we knew about Volcano Rosso for a long time is that the only reason that he was in the tournament because somebody killed his wife, he thought it was Shadaloo, so I'm finna go up, curb stomping people like Seth Rollins and then throwing explosions on their face. Because that's what you do. Go to the door, Homenino Hasi, just curb stomping fools. Do a super, sit up here, throw an explosion on their face, and then kick them in the crotch like, this dude is a beast. But regardless of all of that, I'm like, in that same trailer with Blur, we had some Jack in there, and I'm like, Jack, home run king, super punch up as everything. This might be your character right here, dude. He's technically Balrog. He was technically the Balrog substitute for Street Fighter EX. So if you ever get to play Street Fighter EX, this might be a character you might want to try. Just putting it out there in the ether for my homie to play something new in his life, play Street Fighter EX, Cracker Jack. That's that guy. He's Balrog. That's it. That's it. Hey. Excellent. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had a... Never... Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. So, this organization, I don't know who they are. Because the organization before... Paw. Let me get your paw. Let me paw. Paw. Dog. I'm getting distracted by dog. Okay, anyway. The organization that used to be Shadaloo at some point, I think, well, it would have been that if this was any way linked into Street Fighter, but this organization may have been, because I don't know, because Cracker Jack was a high-ranking official in this group called the Crackers, where he got his name from, because he was cracking people's skulls in Las Vegas, and then Bison came up like, yo, what's up? Hey, you want to sell some drugs? You want to kill some people? Oh, sure, let's do that. And then that's what happened. So... it'll be interesting to... Ooh. Here's my whole hand. There you go. Lick to your heart's content, girl. Go knock yourself out. Thumb. Okay. What was I saying? Do you remember? Because I don't. Okay, wait, I remember. Never mind, I got it. Yeah, so... Jack has an interesting backstory. Because of the non-inclusion of Street Fighter EX stuff is, we do what we can. We do exactly what we can, how we can. So it'll be interesting to really see how they really bring all of this stuff together. Okay, I think I can do this with my left hand since you're just going to lick my right there. Thank you. All right, let me get this here. Also in that stream, we got a brand new character, Shadow Geist. And this is where things get interesting. Because when Street Fighter EX2 introduced Shadow Geist, they introduced him as Skullomania's brother, who was a gymnast too, who won the silver, killed his whole government, screamed death to government, and killed the government with fireballs. Now, he looks like a Kamen Rider, and I'm fine with that. The thing is that who's under this mask, I don't know, but this dude looked like a beast. He said up here, can you see the picture from there?
It looks like Bison.
Well, you know what?
Python inside a Gundam.
You know, okay, you know what? Yeah. You know what? One of these posting this thing like, yo, these mid-season counter rider forums or say, shout out to Tony Timble on the Facebooks. I didn't put your real name out there. I hope somebody stalk you. No, I don't. I don't mean that. I don't mean that anyway. But that was funny. But he ain't lying. This looks like a form in Kamen Rider. This is dumb. Like, he looking mad muscular, and I'm just like, yes. I'm like, and he had a trailer too, and he got everything. Death to dream, death to government. I bet you that he ain't screaming death to government no more. How we doing the bet? If they can't say kill Trump, you can't scream death government. You can't do it. Super Scuttle Energy, something like that. But anyway, Shadow Guy's backstory is that he got a daughter, and his daughter been kidnapped. So what is this? This is taken now. I have a certain set of skills and a Kamen Rider suit. You took my daughter, I'm gonna whoop your ass? Okay, fine. Whatever.
And you know the old story about Taken? No. You know something? Do you remember the old movie, Darkman?
Yes.
You know that the original Darkman?
Yes, the one that came out in the mid-90s, yeah.
Yeah, that's Liam Neeson.
Damn. I just thought, wow. Yeah.
And there's a conspiracy theory that actually Darkman is the original movie, and then it goes to Taken. That's why
he has a certain set of skills. Because you were pretending you was fake Batman. Okay?
That's why. And you say, but he was a normal guy. No, he was not a normal guy.
Man.
He was. Because you remember on the movie, on the Darkman movie.
Oh shit.
He feel no pain, so.
Man, I'm done. I can't. Let me read the rest of this character's backstory, please. We can save your Darkman conspiracy theories for another time. In exchange for his daughter's safety, he agrees to help the Secret Service eradicate the unknown outbreak of minus energy, which I don't think that psych know what that is. Minus energy could be anything. There could be the translation or something. It could be.
That's the whatever remain with Bison.
Nah. I don't think that's psycho power, because if it was, they mentally mentioned psycho power. Minus energy could be anything. They could be talking about the energy that Guard is giving off. I don't know, but I guess we'll have some time to figure that out. Speaking of, before we get to our next part of this, is one of the things that will not be a part of the initial thing is that the game will not have a story mode initially, but if the game sells enough, Arika wants to do one, but it will have an arcade mode with some story in it to explain what it is that's going on. So I think that is
still better than Street Fighter 5.
You know what? That. The dog is better than Street Fighter 5, but I didn't say
which
that.
One?
I don't know that one. and she's your pain in the butt, so that's going places, sir. I'm trying to find this picture real quick because I'm gonna need this later because I have to describe what happened at the end of the Shadow Guys trailer. So give me a moment, internet, because I had it pulled up and then it's like now it's gone because I had it pulled up. But let me see here. Here we go, right here. Alrighty. At the end of the Shadow Guys trailer, there was a picture of Shadow Guys and two characters which are going to round out the final 12. And the internet is going back and forth. When I initially looked at this, I thought it was Nanase. And Hayate. But I've been staring at this for a while, and it could be a couple of possibilities depending. Like the first silhouette, that could be Paloon Perna, maybe. And it might be Nanase. And the other one that I thought that it might be that it might be sharing with a sniper rifle, but it's this thing that looks like ornate armor. So that's probably Hayate. So that's Hayate right there. But who this woman is right here, that either I think it's Nanase. I think it's Nanase. That's the safe bet. I don't think Paloon Perna is somebody they can put in later, even though she was one of the original 10 in Street Fighter EX. But but they trying to sit up here and they trying to do cool things. They might not have something for her. Like, you know what? Here is how you solve the we need a new design for Paloon Perna problem. Call her Shantae. Call it a day. See, look at that. Solving problems. Just like that. No, seriously. It'll be interesting to see what it is that they do with that. But I am very, very interested in, like to see who these other characters are. And hopefully later today, they will release these. Actually, let me see if they did something. Because usually sometimes they release like little videos on Twitter. So it might be that can get something to upload. And then we can take a look at that stuff. Let me see what's going on.
I have a question.
Yes, sir. Please go right ahead.
Are they going to release the physical version or?
That is the other thing I was about to get into. Thank you for bringing it up, sir. Here's the thing. They say that they trying to get the video game out. That's all they want to do. It's like printing a disc costs money. Money that they don't have because they barely again have money to make a video game. So what they might do later is, and what I would probably suggest that they do, wait to do everything that they want to do, then release a disc. Then that disc is going to be a self-contained thing that has everything on it. I'm like, my thing is that I'm gonna be honest. In this conversation, me, you, and the dog licking her paw. Are you biting your nails? I think she's biting her nails.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not do that. Let's not bite our nails, baby. Regardless, I'm gonna say this live, internet. I have never bought anything over, let me say, $25 digitally at any time ever in my career. Ever. The most expensive thing I have ever bought at one time is Death Smiles 2 on Xbox. Because you can get the import version of Death Smiles that plays on your 360 for $20. The most expensive thing I've ever bought digitally. And I'm just talking about a single purchase. I'm not talking about a combination of DLC and game and character. No, one thing, $20, Death Smiles. That has been my executional barrier, and that game came out on games on demand on 360 in 2012, and we in 2018 ain't spent more than $20 on one single thing at a time. I'm gonna spend a minute.
Mine was the season pass for Gears of War 3.
That was like $40, wasn't it?
No, I got a special for 20.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll take that.
And it was quite a bit of stuff in there.
But did you buy games digitally normally though, right?
No.
I thought you did.
No, I hate it.
Oh, you know what? You did say that. You said that unless in a pinch. Oh, speaking of, I got to talk to you about something I saw on the internet after we get done.
All right.
So something that you may be interested in, so just remind me to do that. But yeah, in this. Oh, that's just a YouTube video. In this, and this is important, in this, to understand that at this point, I'm willing to do mostly illegal things to make sure that this video game sells. Mostly illegal. Like everything legal, mostly things illegal, but still, you understand my point. In this is what I know and this is what I understand.
How much it will be the game?
You missed that part. You were still asleep. They're going to sell a normal version for $60. It comes with 12 DLC characters, a bonus DLC character, and the Gougi decks, all 15 of them. But they have a $40 version which comes with just the 12 base characters and 5 DLC and 5 Gougi. So if you want everything, you might as well just spend the extra 20 and just say thank you. Because the thing was, they said it in the stream, and I'll just let you know again. They are doing that light version at cost to them. Because they taking a loss making a video game in the first place. But because it costs money to put things on the store, by putting 2 separate SKUs out, that costs Arca even more money. But they want to do something for the fans to give you an option. If you don't fully want to 100% go in, you can do that. But then, like I said earlier before.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Are they going to release a demo?
I don't know. There may be a second beta. I heard people. I think in that question and answer statement they had at the end, they was like they're thinking about it, but they trying to concentrate on making sure the game get out before the end of June. So they may throw it up. You know what I'm saying? It'd be nice if they just reactivate the beta they had now, just let you play 6 characters and have it, and put a little versus mode in it or something. I think that would be nice. That to give people a taste of what they want, because somebody also made the mention of that they could try to market this game as a free-to-play game by selling the characters individually, but then that's too much work for a small company to deal with. And again, if they had, because it's like I made the reference to Killer Instinct earlier about how that game came out and it had characters and they kept adding characters and you could buy the best game and do that. This is not that same instance because Arca doing this all on their own, and Microsoft backed Killer Instinct for at least the first couple of seasons before them boys at Iron Galley. Shout out to that boy D Leezy, GFB running regardless. At this juncture, because we've made our end to this magical mystical journey, well actually, let me double check whether anything. Oh, just so you know, because I just remembered this off the top of my head, it's going to be a Japanese. This game is fully in Japanese as far as the dub is concerned, because, you know, whatever. And like they said, we talked about the whole kill the 45th president moves in the game by Doctrine Dark. They're going to be doing, like, new voice lines and stuff. So if you want to get Trump, go play Street Fighter EX1 to EX3. The Japanese versions, because, you know, when people cut you, you actually bleed, and they are the better versions of the video game. Just putting that out there for you. Regardless of such, the other thing, I just remembered this, and I should have said this in the middle, but I'm going to say this at the end. One of the things that may turn people off is because in the beta, you couldn't use a PS3 stick. You couldn't use it, like, they didn't have, like, legacy controller support or whatever, like other games do. The initial launch version of the game won't either. The only thing we can hope for is Mike Z or whoever it is that made that, because it's like, I think the dude who did that stuff is like he worked at I think he worked with or for Lab Zero. So I'm like, y'all need to go holler at that boy Mike Z. Tell him get at the Arca boys. See if they can hook him up with some work. I'm like, if PS2 port on PS4 can get that backwards legacy port or whatever, somebody could do Arca the favor on the lick and be like, yo, we'll hook this up for you if you let us. So, at the end of the day, here's where this game sits right now.
Actually, I read some time ago about that the guy will give it away for free.
I remember that too. And I don't know, maybe if Arca is aware of that information, or because they trying to keep it so tight and so close-knit by trying to get this game up that they can't. But if it's nothing to get that over there to them, because at the end of the day, what you don't want is you don't want people making an excuse about why they can't do a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, the game is $60. I'm not going to buy it. Here's a $40 version. That's still too much. Well, you weren't going to buy the damn game anyway. Shut up. Well, this video game doesn't support my controller. Well, if the people who do the controller come and help Arc out and do that, and you saying that's your only barrier of entry, that's fine. You got other people at this juncture sitting up here screaming, where my character at? And you play fighting games and keep up with them just as I do. You know that's always the eternal struggle. Where's my character? That's why I'm not playing your game, because my character's not in it.
Also, shut up and learn a new one. If you don't like the game, you're not gonna buy it. So
your point is valid. I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? Is that for real? You should be open to exploring new things.
That's why I buy Street Fighter 5 like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's been that long. About 2.5. Let me see. It's been over 2 because the game came out end of February, so it'll be 2 right about now. Actually, 3 seasons, 2 years. Yeah, shame about that stream we tried to do last week with Blanca. That was just a mess.
I was playing around before and I didn't know that you can fight Blanca on the story mode.
Huh?
Yeah, because I was trading with Balrog the arcade mode,
Mm.
and they put Blanca there.
So you mean like so I'm guessing Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter 4's arcade mode, I guess, or Street Fighter Alpha.
I put it.
Wait a
Street
minute.
Fighter 2, and the machine was using it.
Oh well, that makes sense. I'm like I've seen Sakura used in arcade. Wait a minute. Is Blanca in the arcade mode for Street Fighter Alpha or not?
I played Street Fighter 2.
Ah, well, he was in Street Fighter Alpha, so let's just assume he's there for the sake thereof, because I was about to turn on the PS4, and it's not really worth that information, because you didn't let me play the character for free for a week, so Capcom kiss my ass, okay? See, I'm learning, and I'm getting over myself. It's cool. But look, at the end of the day, y'all, Street Fighter, Fighting EX Leia, gonna be out near the end of June, month of the base guy. Circle Day of the Base God. You know what I'm saying? June the 27th. You know what I'm saying? Bring me your virgins, your foodus, your hentai, all of your food, and all of your money. Bring it to me. Lay it at my altar, and I will not smite you. Shout out to the whole Space God. Regardless. We gonna turn this into a video because I think we're all talked out. I just want to just scroll through the information that I have in front of me just to make sure that I was able to pick up everything. We went through stories. We went through, we took a look at the character select screen today. We talked about Shadow Geist and all of that. We talked about how the characters flowed into each other and the game's plan and everything.
I have a question.
Go right ahead.
What about the controls?
It's a 6-button fighter.
6 buttons?
Yeah, low, medium, high.
And you block with the joystick or?
Yeah, it's technically Street Fighter.
Right.
It's 6 buttons. 6 buttons.
Okay.
It's like Street Fighter. You've never played Street Fighter. We need to play.
No,
Street
I did play back in the day, but it have been quite a few years.
Yeah, I'm hoping through this that. I'm like, I wish Arika really was like for real and talk with Namco so they could put Fight Layer on PS4 because I would love for more people to play Fight Layer. That game is an amazing fighting game. It's everything that Street Fighter EX wanted to be. Everything that Street Fighter EX wanted to be in a great package with a slew of great and interesting character designs and characters. So with my wishes out of the way, with us talk, how long have we been at this? We'd have been at this almost an hour. I'd have been at this almost an hour. You came through about halfway. So you was here half the time. I don't believe we've been at this for almost 58 minutes now. But yeah, I'm going to turn this into a video, everybody. Yo, thank you for joining me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. Did I wake you up?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I don't want to be a rude roommate. I didn't want to do that, but I really had to get this video out before the other things come out. So I'm going to turn this into a video. I hope, you know what I'm saying, that you guys learn something. At the end of the day, learn to support passion. Learn to support the things you love. You may not agree with all the time on what it do, but if you want more of what you love, sometimes you got to go make a sacrifice of yourself. Don't make excuses. Enjoy something new and do something for yourself. One on triple the G.O.D, the big man, the luchador, the self-cleaning dog, and the sleeping dog. We'd all like to thank you for joining us for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks on. You know I got your monies on lockdown because things have come out, so you know I got those things for those things. So stay right here. Stay tuned to the channel as we bring you what it is that you need, wherever it is you need it. So, class dismissed. Scat, skittle, skabop. One more time. The one and only triple the G.O.D, the big man, the luchador, the self-cleaning dog, and the sleeping dog. And with that being said, Justice Fist! I should have said triple break.